Blame It on Vanity by Denise Matthews, formerly known as Vanity, Chapter 11, Fishing. Who wants to go fishing down at the old watering hole? Daddy hollered from the screen door, carrying his fishing pole. We do, we screamed. Then dig up some worms and head for the creek and close that screen door. You're letting the flies in, yelled my stepmom. So we dug into the softest dirt with our bare hands and pulled up the fattest worms and then filled up the old rusty tin coffee can. Then we ripped off the branches that hung from the tallest tree, bound some string to them, and attached the hooks. You could hear the crickets rising up furiously as if we'd invaded the bank of their terrain. The bottoms of our feet were caked with tar. It bubbled up everywhere on the road from the hot sun beating down on it. So we'd hang our feet over the old rickety bridge and stick them into the cool, shallow water. Sometimes we came home with a fat catfish in a tin pail, but mostly with dried up worms dangling on our hooks, swinging in the breeze. These were the few times I remembered catching a glimpse of a smile in Daddy's eyes. My desperate cries were frequent, and I only hoped to have burnt a hole into heaven so that God would hear me cry. Ever so often, I would be subjected to the meaningless lectures of, your mother will never come back to you, ever. You might as well get used to it. She never loved you anyway. After school, our dad would quiz me on my mathematics papers. For each one incorrect, he'd slap me across the face. My whole body would fly across the floor to the other side of the kitchen. I thought about suicide daily. I dreaded having to face the other kids in my school. Surely people could see right through me, couldn't they? I closed my eyes and I wished so badly to disappear, for I was under the microscope of gazing eyes leering at my bruised body. Loneliness was grafted to my skin, and I felt as if I were swallowed up in a whale's belly. My little world was begging for closure with nowhere to hide. I was rejected and oppressed, standing at the gate of failure. I feared going home and dreaded going to school. I hated life. The Little Black Coffin. This is a poem that she wrote at the end of chapter 11. As I dissect the chaotic state of our children then and now, mind's sorrowful conclusion, suffering still much allowed. A pitiful thing that prejudice brings, mankind's selfish desire, and throws us in a terrible spin, sucking on nothing but fire. A child mimicking hatred in the bosom of parental disguise, teachers helpless belligerent, excuses unaccountable lies. Children in desperate need of a milking left them ignored, therefore left to themselves, detonate their own evil doors. Everyone ambling around, slightless and mindless to shape, blinding the hearts, oh innocent eyes, someone longing escape. Parents exalting their children, egos prolific defraud, mass-producing the mini-god, chasing $1 to rob. Handing them weapons of game, keeping them busy at war, brutality teaching them peace while keeping watch at the door. When do adults feel shame when they mold the prejudice sting? Where do all the children play? Why doesn't anyone sing? Babies, they cry more than ever to be loved and fearfully so, trapped in a little black coffin, a color they didn't even know.